Well, she lost her life when a police officer sped and hit her while she walked in a crosswalk. Now the officer who hit her with his car is not going to face any criminal charges. It's a bombshell announcement from the King County Prosecutor's Office. Thanks for joining us for the news at 6. I'm David Rose.
And I'm Sabir Rayford. Last year, Officer Kevin Dave slammed into Jaahnavi Kandula, throwing her over 150 feet. He tried administering CPR, but she did not survive. Fox 13's Lauren Donovan is live in South Lake Union, where the 23-year-old was struck.
So back in January of 2023, she was hit right here while crossing the road, the intersection of Dexter and Thomas here in South Lake Union. And you can see in the 14 months since the incident, significant safety upgrades have been made to this intersection in question. Now, earlier today, I spoke with former Pierce County prosecuting attorney Mark Lindquist, and I asked if this was a civilian behind the wheel, would this have been vehicular homicide? Does Kevin Dave's status as an officer change the equation?
Any civilian going 3 times the speed limit who kills a pedestrian is going to be prosecuted.
They don't have enough to prove a criminal case beyond a reasonable doubt. So we want to know, what else do they need for a case like this? They've got officer testimony, and we know they have dash cam footage showing what really went down while Dave was driving. Fox 13 obtained some of the footage showing that he was speeding, going nearly 75 miles per hour in a 25-mile-per-hour zone. He was headed to a high-priority overdose call at the time. The recording also shows his lights and sirens were not on. Speaking of footage, in the midst of the controversy, you may remember that another officer, Daniel Otterer, the vice president of the Seattle Police Officers Guild, was captured on body camera footage making jokes about Kandula's death. Take a listen.
But she is dead. Yeah, just write a check. Just... Yeah. $11,000. She was 26 anyway. She had limited value.
This recording sparked quite a scandal. There were candlelight vigils, protests, calls for greater police accountability.
This was a horrible tragedy, and people want accountability, understandably.
So according to the prosecuting attorney's office here in King County, the Kandula family, they were briefed of this breaking news before you and I, the entire public, learned of it. One final note, I want to drive home. Seattle police have been criticized for doing this investigation in-house. Typically, in an officer-involved shooting, they'll outsource this, have an outside agency step in and do the work. So why didn't they do that here? Lindquist, the former Pierce County prosecuting attorney, tells me the optics of doing that would have certainly been better, but he thinks the overall outcome of the case would have been the same and that no criminal charges would have been filed. We're live in Seattle. Lauren Donovan, Fox 13 News.